Good morning, Vancouver. Actually, it's evening, I lied. But it's Mike, and welcome to Mike's Diabetes World. We're heading out for our evening walk, and I didn't vlog today, so I thought I'd do it. And today I'd like to talk about the negatives of having a service dog. Now, most people only see the pluses, and that while the pluses certainly outdo the negatives. Now, so often people see Nico and I out, and they say, "Oh yes, I'm a diabetic. I think I should get a service dog." Well, great, and I would do the last 2 years without Nico by my side. He allows me to get out. He allows me to do so much more. And there you see my friend's old tail. Now, but there is an awful lot of negatives. Not an awful lot, but there are negatives to having a dog. One is you have to pay for the food. So if you have had dogs in the past, and that's not a deal breaker. But people seem to think, oh yes, they pay for your food, they pay, not your food, sorry, the dog's food, and they pay for your vet bills, which is not so. They give you a dog in the best health that they can offer. They is checked by a vet. It's in a healthy weight. So, the dog has saved my life. When I went to go and get Nico, I was thinking, oh, well, yes, I have to go for a few classes. It was harder. You have to go, and at least I believe it was 2 days short than 3 weeks. And you only got Sundays off. But I wouldn't miss it dealing with the people. But, you do have to have some time to go there. You also need to have someone to go with you. Because you're going as a diabetic, and the dog will eventually be your guide, your follower. But until you pass, and until you've proven that you're able to handle the dog, Nico, or the dog, isn't with you all the time. And if you have a medical emergency while you're there, you have to have someone who's able to help. Now, while I went there, I didn't really have a problem. A lot of there were some people who constantly had severe low blood sugars. There was one lady in our class who, we were out for a walk one day, and she had a severe low. And, we handed off glucagon, but she had her sister, which was an RN. So, my person, I had a friend go with me, and that friend, did an awful lot. It helped me pack, helped me get settled. But you need to be aware and have someone go with you. Now, I we had a good time. We spent an awful lot of time just doing laundry or during the nights we were able to go and visit the neighborhoods of Oakville. You have to fly across country. And you know what? It was you're away from home for 3 weeks. But you know what? All that aside, paying for his food, paying for his vet bill, the dog has become my best friend. Now, when we went through training, we were told oh, you won't gel with the person, or the dog. And we thought, oh, yeah, that won't be a problem. Well, it didn't really was a problem, but when we got home, and they said roughly in 6 months, and 6 months, Nico and I were really best friends. And that was awesome. I think we need to be wary, and having a service dog, you need to work at it. You need to constantly be available to do training with the dog. Just because you get a dog and you go through the training, you need to be there. I make sure Nico knows that when he puts on the vest and what we call the halty, he knows he's at work. On the other times when we're out and about, Nico is off duty. He can go sniff other dogs, but he knows that. Getting out every morning, every evening, and sometimes during the day, and taking him for a walk. But, it doesn't matter whether it's raining or it's 50 degrees below zero. You have to be able to do this. And if you don't, well, you're going to pay the price. And I'll give the school kudos, because they had a worker come, and that worker let me know what was going to happen and what you can expect. So if you send in your application, you go through the home visit, you go to training, and even during training, and you say, well, you know what? I don't think this is for me. You can't say no. But I think before you board that plane to go to training, you really need to take control and say, can I take care of this dog? Am I able to do it? Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.